voting? In the Webster Dictionary, it's defined as to elect, decide, pass, defeat, grant, or make legal by vote, or to declare by general agreement. For a lot of people, voting is the time where they feel like their voices can be heard. But for others, voting is not always a priority. Sometimes, life has its own plans. So I wanted to explore this theme further. A lot of young people came out this time around and really voted, but a lot of young people didn't come out to vote. How do you feel about people who didn't?
The day before actually to voting, I asked all my coworkers, and this one particular coworker actually said he wasn't going to vote. And I asked him why. He actually thought that either side wasn't going to be a difference. It was actually going to be more of a turmoil towards what's going on right now with the economy and pretty much everything that's going on right now.
So he basically felt like regardless, a politician is a politician and they're not going to help out the people.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about voting? Like, in general, like, do you feel like it's a must and everybody should, or like what's your opinions on just voting, period?
I just kind of feel bad. I know a lot of people, me included, have a lot of things going on in their lives and maybe they didn't get a chance, and I totally understand that. Myself, I had to rush. A lot of people have a lot of things going on. They might not have done it at all, or they never got a chance to register, and that's understandable for a lot of young people, especially people that are just turning 18, 19 years old.
I'm not registered to vote as of yet.
Some people might say, well, you really shouldn't have an opinion on being happy or not happy on who won for the simple fact that you didn't vote. Like, what would you tell people who probably think that about you?
Oh, because I didn't vote and you voted. What, does that make you special? Does it make me less special? I mean, does it deny me as an American citizen, you know?
I don't think they're less American. I mean, you could vote and then do far worse things than that, than not voting at all.
Do you believe that a lot of young people didn't vote this year because of the economic situation we have right now?
Yeah, I could definitely believe that. I mean, they were worried that is he even going to make any difference? So I'm sure that was a big reason why people didn't vote, and I can understand that.
Like, I know some of my close friends that didn't vote because they're having problems in their life. You don't know what's going on in that person's life at the time.
You go back to 20s and 30s, I think it's more similar. You had the Depression and all that. It's definitely difficult for this generation. I'm 28, I'm a little bit older, but I know all my friends, all college students, or people that graduated, they're still living at home like I am because it's just so expensive. And I know plenty of people that are still stuck at home and have finished school, and it's just because they can't afford it. Especially here in New York, it's very expensive. People really are having it rough. So I followed Charles, a 21-year-old graduate who's been unemployed and job hunting for several months.
Before middle of November, I was jobless for like nearly 6 months. Like, I just quit my job and I didn't think it would take me that long. And then the months kept going by, and then the economy went down a little, and then that made it worse. And like, I just thought I didn't think I'd ever get a job again, at least no time soon. Seeing it from the inside out is a struggle.
So Charles, where are we right now?
We're at Bond Payne in Manhattan, 44th Street. Waiting for them to start the interview sessions, and hopefully everything goes well. I should be working, I guess, by end of this week, next week maybe.
Is this like your ideal job to work at?
Right now, I don't really have a choice in the matter. Like, I need money, and this is the best opening I have right now, especially with the economy the way it is. So not too many job openings are available. So I'm just gonna take it and run with it.
Well, Charles, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
So Charles, what happened with the interview?
It was a very, very long, drawn-out interview.
with many assessments, but gladly I passed all of them, and now I got an orientation for one of the branches in NYU campus.
So are you happy now that you have some sort of paying job again?
Very happy. Just as long as the orientation goes smoothly, I'll be making money in the next 2 weeks.
Woo! Charles!
Congratulations for me. I haven't had a job in like nearly 6 months, and I got a lot of things to pay for, so I'm just glad.
How do you feel about people who, do have rough situations, but, they found the time to vote?
That they found the time. It's a matter of finding time and having time.
Personally, this past election, I didn't vote. I'm not even registered to vote. I think the reason why I never did is because I've been worried about so much other things. Thinking about getting a job, paying off loans, rent, eviction, and that's just the basics of my worries. And it's not that I didn't want to contribute, it's just that those things took me over. So I guess I'm asking your opinion on that and me not voting.
That makes sense. But I don't think that you should be hard on yourself. I think a lot of people have the same worries you do. And, when your worries take over, sometimes you don't have time for other things, like going out to vote. Voting is a bit of a process. It's not a complicated process, but it is a process. You have to register to vote by a certain time, and you have to actually go out and vote on election day. And sometimes, you let life get in the way of other things.
When I registered to vote, I kind of didn't understand the application, and maybe that's how the whole reason it came up to about that, because they thought they would fill the application wrong. That same coworker that didn't vote, he also mentioned that he wasn't even registered to vote and that he didn't know how to register to vote. So maybe what we actually would need is more of an education of how to register to vote and how to vote as well.
Do you feel like because of the fact that you didn't vote and because it was such a historic moment and thing to happen that you feel like you almost kind of missed out because your vote wasn't part of the whole process?
I feel as though I'm slightly a part of that bigger change that he's talking about. We all are.
You have plenty of time to learn about yourself and about your country and about the world. And I think that eventually, as you grow up and you mature, you will come to an understanding as to why voting is important.
Hopefully Obama will be able to, get better health care to everybody.
I hope that he will achieve pretty much everything that he stood by and stood for.
I hope he actually fixes whatever damage has already been done.
I hope that he is the best president that he can be.
I think we all hope that Obama would be the best president that he can be. Things don't last forever, and hopefully, soon, as a country, we'll be much happier.
So, Chris, are you a Republican, Democrat, or independent?
I am actually registered Republican, although I haven't voted Republican in quite a while.
You mean voted for a Republican in a while?
Voted for a Republican, yeah. I actually usually vote Democrat, and I did that again this year by voting for Obama.
But you're registered as a
But I am
Republican.
registered as a Republican.
Do you find that a little funny?
Yes, it is a little funny. It's a little ironic.
Yeah.
That my family is very Republican, and I'm kind of like, I believe in their values, but I'm also against a lot of things, so I guess I'm more Democratic, I guess. I don't know if I fit into a particular label.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I am really, but I usually vote Democrat. It's usually how
You might as well be an independent then.
Yes, I should be.